Couple of technical difficulties starting the show. No problem. Let's go.
Live from the BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat, written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack, featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Friday, May 7th, 2021, and this is episode number 248 of the show. It is the end of the week. It is a Friday. I am excited for the weekend. Not because I have a lot planned. I'm just looking forward to doing some yard work and chilling out a little bit. I hope you've had a good week. I hope you have had a fun time hanging out with me if you have this week. If you haven't, well, then I get it. Oh, look, speaking of not hanging out, check out my guy, Manny, is back in the building, guys. I don't normally make a big deal out of just one person because you're all equally wonderful to me, but check out fucking Manny. Boy, I haven't seen him in a minute, Manny. I miss you, buddy. I hope you're well. Thanks for coming back and hanging out with us. Good to have you back on the show. Speaking of the show, a lot to do today. It's a Friday. So on Friday we do a lot of different shit, right? If you're new to the program, if you found it either because you were trolling and you ended up liking it, or maybe you found it another way, somebody told you to come or whatever, here's the deal. It is a video show. If you're listening on a podcast, make sure you go to youtube.com/Barry is funny and subscribe and look at the stuff you missed, the visual aids of the show. But if you are listening on podcast or you want to, it's on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, Pandora, Podbean app, all that. 3 hours today if you're a member of the Patreon. 2 hours if you're not, but it's still going to be a packed 2 hours. My buddy Jerome Solomon joining me today on the show. Plus, we got to talk lawns. It's Lawn Talk Friday as usual. You know how we do on a fancy Friday right here on Barry on Deck. Plus, a ton of sports and non-sports to get to. And I want to say this about hour number 3. Last week, I embarrassed the shit out of myself by doing a Wonderlic test and barely scoring better than Vince Young. It was pretty sad. I got like an 11. Okay, that's not good. Now I was nervous. I was rattled. I was trying to be too precise. I'm smarter than an 11. I promise you that. But today, if you thought that was funny and embarrassing, wait till you see what I have planned for hour number 3 today. I'm really going to be embarrassing myself in the third hour. Only way you can get that third hour is if you're on Patreon. We'll cover that in just a second. Before we do anything else on this show, we have got to say what's up and shout out to the chat. Well, I've got to actually tweet out the show, post it on Facebook. We got to get all the goddamn viewers here. But I got to say what's up to the chat. We do this every day. Without you guys, this doesn't happen. So, hey, congratulations to Jeff Bell, the greatest deckhead in the history of the world, at least for the next 2 hours, 3 hours, if he hangs around. First in the chat, first like, and he is the Triple Crown winner. Got the Triple Crown in, got the first super chat. So Jeff Bell, the inventor of the Triple Crown, also winning the Triple Crown on a fancy Friday. Jeff, I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for the $5 on $5 Friday, which I also want to point out, I didn't invent $5 Friday. For those of you that might be newer to the show, it's not something where I like, everybody send me $5. It just kind of happened. Keith Sager and PK and a few others started sending $5 every Friday, and it just took off, and it's their way of supporting me in the show, and I appreciate it. So thank you, Jeff Bell, for the $5 Friday, and congrats on winning the Triple Crown. Others in the chat that I see right now. I see Keith Sager. What's up? Keith is always rocking on Lawn Talk Fridays. There's Shelby. What's up, girl? Total Dallas is here with a ridiculous ass fantasy trade. Jesus Perez is in the building. There's Keith trying to Congo block Jeff Bell. No, my friend. Donna Rogers is here. What's up, sweetie? Lisa, speaking of my sweeties. Hello, Lisa. She's like, I celebrate top 10. I'm good with that. Hey, Shelby, thank you for the $5 Friday. Thank you very much. I appreciate your generosity. That's very kind of you. Who else is here? Terrence J here. Aaron J. Bryant. What's up, people? What's up, my peoples? John Dory. Here's Steven. I read this early. I'm not going to lie. This is an outstanding. This is a fantastic weather report for the day. It's Steven, the weather guy. He does it almost all the time. Current conditions at BiffNet World Headquarters. 84 degrees, dew point 50 degrees, sunny skies, 60% chance. Joe Pro is actually the guy on a buffalo. My God, you nailed it, homie. You absolutely nailed it. If Joe Pro is not guy on a buffalo, I don't know who is. He is goddamn, and he is definitely guy on a buffalo. I know, Lisa, you are actually here and early, and I'm super pumped for that. Alan, thank you for the $5 Friday, my friend. I really appreciate it. Brandon Martinez, how are you, man? We got Jeff Bell. We got Fidel Limon is here. G-Man, what's up, dog? Tony Garza, Joe Pro. Thank you for the $5 Friday. Joe Pro said, I will be the pinch drinker today. All the birthday and lamb bomb shots. It's a team effort. Thank you. If you guys don't know, I'm not drinking for the month of May. I just needed to back off the alcohol. I think it was affecting me in a negative way. I was depressed. Am depressed, not feeling my normal self. I think the alcohol had something to do with it. So I swore I wouldn't drink on the show for the month of May, and I plan on sticking to that. So there you go. What's up, Ray? What's up, Incarnate? Richard Vale, Sylvia, hey, sweetie. Christopher Reyes is here. Mr. 1%er Incarnate. Barry working on the Virgin Diet Coke and Bacardi. Yeah, no ASMR drinking today, unfortunately. Just regular ass Diet Coke. What's up, Quinn? How are you, man? Thanks for being here. Justin Swinford is here. Who else? Q Childs. There's Terrence. What's up, Frank? Oh, man, the gang's all here. We're going to have a good-ass time today. We got a lot to do. What's up, Rudolph Rodriguez? Loving this every time. Sanitize, wash hands, social distance. Hey, Mimi! Don't worry, girl. You're never late. Q said, what the fuck? You're not drinking during my birthday month. I know, bro. It's my birthday month, too, man. I mean, look, spoiler alert. I might drink on my birthday. All right, May 29th. I might do some drinking. I'm not going to get drunk. I don't know. Is that the weekend? I hope it's the weekend. I really hope it's the weekend. I'm going to get obliterated. Oh, it's a Saturday. Oh, yeah. Daddy's going to get shithoused. Maybe I'll do a show no, that's selfish. Well, I'm actually out all those weekends. I got to do an extra show for the Patreon members, so we'll figure it out. May 20th is your birthday. That's my mom's birthday as well, Q Childs. I can't do it though. I mean, I made a commitment and I plan on honoring that commitment. Plus, I don't even know if we're going to have a show May 20th because I'm going to be in Wichita. So depending on when I drive up there, I may have to just have John Westling fill in for me and he could do the shot for you. How about that, Q Childs? We're going to figure that out. All right, let's keep rolling. We got a lot of shit to get to. Yeah, I don't know. That seems so selfish. Just to do a birthday show. Yeah. Yeah. Need more likes for the video, you guys. Yeah, let's pump it up, Nick. Tell them about it. Let's get some subs going. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you're new here, I sound like J-God. If you're new and you want to find your way back, hit the subscribe button. Why is my subscribe not working? Did it go away? Oh, that's why. There we go. Oh, don't you know we got it fixed. All right, hit subscribe, hit the like, all that shit. Let's go. Let's get this goddamn party started. Let's start with your headlines. Your sports headlines of the day. Los Angeles Angels have designated Albert Pujols for assignment. Now, I could belabor the point as to why this makes sense for everybody involved. I heard a lot of people talking about it last night and today. The one thing I keep seeing is people saying he should go back to the Cardinals. Let me explain something to those of you that don't really follow baseball too closely. It doesn't make sense. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. It just doesn't make sense to send Albert Pujols to a National League team. The guy is a liability at first base. The guy is not a great defensive first baseman anymore. Not that he ever was stellar or spectacular. He was, he got the job done. But as old as he is, he's a DH. That's what he is. I fully expect him to stay in the American League and be a DH for a team that just maybe needs a bat. I don't even know if he's going to get, look, that's a lot of money to be floating for a guy that is well past his prime. And we all knew that was going to happen with Pujols' contract. This day was coming. Nobody should be surprised that this day is here. He is just not earning his money. When you look at the splits between his time with the Cardinals and his time with the Angels got absolutely fleeced on this deal. Nothing they could do about it, because up to the point that he came over to that ball club, 3 MVPs. The dude was he was unstoppable on the diamond, and now he is a shell of his former self, and I fully expect him to stay in the American League and maybe go to the Yankees. Something like that, where they'll just pay the money, get the DH. They'll be good with that. That's where he's at in his career, unfortunately. Sad news to report. The brother of Sam Ellinger, I forget his name. Doggone it. I should have wrote down the full name. Jake Ellinger was found dead off of campus yesterday. From what I read and what I saw, they don't suspect any foul play, but I didn't read what the cause of death was. Pretty sad news though. Pretty terrible, pretty shocking. And heart breaks for his family. I saw a lot of people saying, I feel bad for UT. What? Feel bad for the family. That's just, UT is just a college. Why are you feeling bad for a college? You should be feeling bad for that family. And I do. My heart breaks for them. That's just a terrible thing to have happen. Yesterday we talked about the Rangers-Capitals game. I showed you the video of all the fights and Tom Wilson and what he did. He has talked to Panarin, the guy that he cheap shotted in that hockey game, and he wants to move on. You would suspect that the guy that's getting targeted and is a goon wants to move on. But yeah, I think you gotta earn your ass whooping, Tom Wilson. So expect that to happen. The Lakers' Anthony Davis back on injured reserve, possibly, or going back on the injury report. Back spasms. Didn't even get out of the first quarter after missing something like 9 or more games. Again, exits early, lost to the Clippers, so not looking good at all for the Lakers. They are in an absolute tumbling free fall in the West. I think this is now 4 losses in a row, 3 or 4 in a row, not looking good. Also, Dallas star Luka Doncic admits that he complains too much. Yeah, we kind of all knew that. But it's whatever. Oh, is Christopher Hart here? Did I just see his name scroll by? What's up, dude? Pujols is Spanish for asshole. Yeah, he's not a fan favorite here in Houston. That is for damn sure. If you like Albert Pujols, you're either from St. Louis or you're an Angels fan. Nobody in this town. Now, I've heard he's a great guy. I've heard he is a great guy off the diamond. He's super nice and giving of his time and his money, and that's great. On the diamond, fuck that guy. Off the diamond, good job, buddy. But yeah, I don't think he's got many friends here. That is for sure. All right, so there's your sports headlines. It's not going to be, it has been a very, very sportsy week. Save for the old, does your nose size equal your penis size talk. It's been a sportsy week. And if I seem off today, I just want to point out I've got new headphones. So these were my old headphones. These were my old, I had these for pretty much my entire radio career. This is almost symbolic that they are broken, kind of like my career right now. But so they still sound amazing. But the problem is there's a hook under my desk and I keep knocking them off the hook, and eventually I have broken them so that they're all floppy. Now, you might say to yourself, what's the big deal? You can see these are the ones that Nora had bought for replacements, right? You see them, they look nice, they're well shapen. When I put these on, look how they look. You see that little thing right there? Yeah, we can't have that. I can't have that. That's all I noticed for like 2 days. I can't do that anymore. So those are getting retired, and I have these new headphones. And I will tell you this. I will tell you that these old original Beats wireless, the Studio Beats wireless, these are the originals, sound a million times better than the new version. Way to go, Apple. You done fucked them all up. I don't like it. Stephen the Weather Guy said, Barry, can you please explain the shirt? It's just Space City. What am I explaining? It's Space City. This is Houston. It's known as Space City. You didn't know that this was known as Space City? H-Town, Space City, NASA? No? You're such a dick. Really? You didn't know that? You didn't know that it was fucking called? How long have you lived here, Stephen the Weather Idiot? You don't know that it's called Space City? Because fucking Houston, we have a problem. That whole NASA thing? Yeah, Robert, if you want the old ones, you can have them. Yeah, that's no problem. You want them nasty ass, old ass headphones? They sound amazing. I just can't have the weird angle thing on them. That's why it's called Space City, because that ball that Pujols hit off a ledge went to space. And then they were like, that's Space City. Yeah, Astros, Rockets. Thank you, Donna. I mean, for how smart do you have to be to know weather? Because apparently not very. Hey, what the fuck is Space City? As he's fucking probably driving by NASA. Oh, now let's talk about this. Hold on. Don't come in here, Electric Spot, trolling this goddamn program. I will respond. I will rebut. I didn't want to get to this yet, and we are going to get to the clown show that is Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and Floyd Mayweather. But I want to do that going into the break at hour number 1 because I want you to see the full 5-minute video of what transpired. But the fact of the matter is, if you really think that Logan Paul can beat up Floyd Mayweather, you have never watched boxing in your life. I am convinced, if you honestly believe that in a street fight, in a boxing match, or wherever else, you think that Logan Paul would be able to handle Floyd Mayweather. And I know he's older now. I'm just telling you, bro, that is just that. Did you just not see how he pieced up his bigger brother? Come on, fam. Or older brother. I guess he's not bigger. I think Jake is the smaller one of them. Who gives a fuck? It ain't happening. It's just not happening. Stephen the Weather Guy said, I've lived here for 34 years. I know what Space City is, Laminac with no C. Do you really? Do you? Then why did you ask? Oh, you said you couldn't see the top of the shirt. Well, you know what? That's no excuse. That's ridiculous. Yeah, White Magic, that's a great point. Logan Paul, he could be a goddamn octopus, and he still wouldn't be able to punch Floyd Mayweather. Get ready. It's going to be, man, I'm telling you, we're going to get into it. We are definitely going to get into it. Stephen, like I said, I was hoping it was a Space Force shirt, because that would be awesome. That's a really good idea. I wonder if they sell Space Force shirts. Space Force shirt. Space Force. I mean, they have what on earth? Okay, now see, they have some with Donald Trump on the front. Let me share my screen real quick. This is kind of weird. I mean, I would probably buy this, but I don't know. Look at this, chat. Check this shit out. So that's a Space Force shirt, but I'm not buying that. We'll open that in a new tab. No, fam, I'm good. I mean, that's pretty funny, but I would want like a real Space Force shirt. I think I would want like a real one. Like I would want like this one. Like that looks pretty good, right? Is that the actual logo for Space Force? I know there's a logo, right? Like there's Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force. I feel like that's how you have to say it too. You don't just go Space Force. You either go Space Force or Space Force. The NASA meatball logo is classic. What's up, Walt? Space Force City, baby. Yeah. Space Force City, Steven. Stop this. Stop this electric spot. We're going to get to it. I promise you. Hang in there, buddy. I'm not going to shoot my load this early into the first hour when I'm going to have the actual video. I promise you we're going to get to that. Look, there was all the stuff. There's the rundown. See, it's on the rundown. I promise you. Fear not, my friend. Fear not. We shall discuss. Man, you're going to buy one? A Space Force shirt? I kind of like it, actually. I kind of do. Okay, real quick. On Fridays we talk about, we're not doing a film session. I thought about doing a film session of that, but nah. I was like, I just want you guys to watch it. I don't want to give it too much time and energy because it is an absolute clown show, and we'll talk about it. But before we talk about it, y'all know on Fancy Fridays, we always talk about the newest members of the Patreon. I got to say, my heart is full. What a week. What a week it has been for the support of this show and Patreon. We have added 4 new deckheads to the Deckhead family, the official Deckhead family on Patreon. Sports Balmanac, who is Jerry Bow, is signed up. John Tucker is now a huge deckhead. Joel Hernandez signed up. My dog Joel is now a big deckhead. And Harpy, my sweetie Harpy, is now a big deckhead as well. Is that Mr. Tucker? Oh, duh. Well, I'm a fucking idiot. Yes. John Tucker. Now that makes sense, Shelby. I'm sorry. I'm a moron. Okay. So those are the 4 new members of Patreon. So you guys will have hour number 3 of the show today. Finally, Joel. Fuck, man. No, I'm just fucking with you, buddy. I appreciate the support. Thank you all so much for supporting. If you want to check out hour number 3 of the show, if you want to be, what the hell just happened here? This is so weird. That's not going away. There we go. If you want to join, go to patreon.com/Barry on Deck. It's super easy. Patreon.com/Barry on Deck. You can sign up on the Patreon. You can join the show. You will get everything you see on the screen. That level 2 is gone. There's now the big deckhead level and the huge deckhead level. You get access to all of that cool stuff. Plus, you get the 3rd hour of the show on every Friday. Plus, you will get special shows that we do throughout the year that I plan on doing. So any signups are appreciated. It supports me and supports this show. Speaking of support, $5 Fridays. I mentioned the ones that already came through that were super chats. I think I missed one. I think I missed CC's super chat. Did I not? I sure did. I will get to that, CC. I promise you. I did not miss, I missed it, but I still got it. Ray Ramirez, Truck Driver Pookie, thank you for the $5 Friday on Venmo, my friend. Very much appreciated. PK, Penguin Katie sent one. She said, getting down on a $5 Friday. Thank you, sweetie. Sylvia, you are the best. Thank you, y'all. Sylvia is the queen of the comments. I just want to make that very clear. Thank you for the $5 Friday that she sent. Lisa, she sent $5 Friday because it's Friday, and I appreciate you. Crystal also sent $5 Friday via Venmo. She sent the super chat, which we'll get to, but she also said $5 at the golf course. All these bitches gonna hear you. You got me on speaker, CC? Oh, damn. CC, after last night, I saw how many shots you and Katie did, and now you're out playing golf, drinking again. You are a warrior, my friend. You are CC, the warrior princess. There's no goddamn way I could do that. Jen, thank you for the $5 Friday. She said, I'm feeling fancy. And Donna as well, thank you for the $5 Friday. Thank you all that Venmo. I really appreciate it. Y'all are the best. And, it keeps the show going. It's the support means an absolute ton. Keith Sager, thank you for the $5 Friday on PayPal. Aaron Little just sent $5. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you as well. Y'all are the best, man. He said, Merry $5 Friday. Thank you, guys. Seriously, it helps more than you know. It keeps the show going. It keeps me motivated. I appreciate it. I'm trying to get to my PayPal. My bad. What's going on here? What the? Okay. CC, thank you for this as well. She said, if Joe Pro can't do the shots for all the lamb bombs, CC's got your back. I don't know how she does it. Y'all are beasts. I can't keep up with y'all drankers. I just can't. I can't do it. Manny said, what number is this? This is number 248. Yeah, this is episode 248. Tuesday is episode 250. Also the 1-year anniversary of the show. So I have nothing planned yet. Yeah, that surprises you guys, I'm sure. I got nothing on the agenda yet. I'll probably knock it out late Monday night. Anyways, I did a story a while back or a couple days ago on Juwan James of the Broncos and how he's probably not going to get his $10 million guaranteed because he did offsite workouts. Well, I just wanted to share with you a follow-up to that. The NFL Players Association has come out and written a sternly worded letter to their players, basically saying that they're basically they're suggesting that rookies and everybody else just not show up for workouts. And the email union official said, quote, "It was gutless to use a player's serious injury as a scare tactic to get you to come running back to these workouts." And they're talking about the fact that Juwan James didn't work out at the Denver Broncos facility. He was working out off-site. Now, the workout apparently was approved or suggested by one of his coaches, but he wasn't doing it at the facility. And because of that, the Broncos now don't have to pay him $10 million because he's going to miss the season with a torn ACL. So the Players Association says it's awful. The NFL had sent out a memo to the Players Union. So that's why they said it was gutless to use a player's serious injuries as a scare tactic to get people to go work out. He also said this is what the NFLPA said. The memo is another sign of what they think of you and also affirms that they simply want to control you year round and in every way that they can. So basically, I did a poor job of reading that, and I apologize. I gotta be a better reader. Basically, what happened is this: dude was working out at the suggestion of his coach, tore his ACL, can't play because of stipulations in the contract and in the collective bargaining agreement. They don't have to pay him, and now they're saying, hey, they're using that to warn players: you should be at our facility working out, even in the offseason. The NFL Players Association is saying they're just trying to control you. Now they're telling rookies and everybody else not to report. It's getting bad. A lot of the folks on Denver have said they will not be reporting to voluntary team activities. So kind of in revolt as to what's going on. Things like this, I've said this 100 times on this show, and I'm telling you right now, the NFL is notorious as far as ownership versus players for having a leg up in an ownership perspective. They hold all the cards. But that is slowly starting to change. And the more that stuff like this happens, the more that you're going to see that needle move closer and closer to the players and further away from the owners, because it's going to cause them to rally even more. Now, it's a little more difficult to do it than, say, basketball or, say, baseball, because you've got so many people and the numbers from one end of the spectrum to the other are so different that a guy that makes $10 million a year can afford to say, I'm not playing. But a guy that's making the league minimum with everything else that is associated with the cost of doing it's much more difficult for him. So that difference in salary between the top and the highest paid and the lowest paid on each team and in the NFL is why you don't see such a strong union, plus union representatives. There was a video. It was one of those. I forget the name of it. It has Chad Johnson, it has or Ocho Cinco, I should say, Brandon Marshall, Fred Taylor, and I forget the fourth one, but they were talking about this and they're basically saying what I'm saying. That probably is where I got it from. But the problem is the players don't have all the clout because they're so fragmented as an organization. So this, I think, the reason I'm bringing this up, because it is an important step. I want you guys to understand that, football fans. This is important to the game. This is a serious issue that I think brings the players one step closer to balance and equality and power in the structure and the confines of the NFL. So just keep this in mind. Just file it away in the back. This could be a really important thing that moves them into a more power position with the owners in the NFL. What's up, Jerry Bo? Good to see you, buddy. Damn Virginia Buttonweed. Thank you for the super chat. That is way too generous. He said, Barry, can you just randomly yell 4 throughout the show? It will help Crystal make friends. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't take requests, Virginia Buttonweed. I am not in 4. I'm not going to do it. I won't. I refuse to. Sorry if I freaked y'all out, those who are listening with headphones. Yeah, I should download one. Kind of like, just put it on the pad.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Kind of like that. Francisco said, I'm here. Got to get back to work and catch it on replay. Love you guys. Love you, Cisco. Manny said, check your Venmo. Fuck, Manny, my bad. I don't look at my phone normally. Oh, Oh, god damn, Manny. Bro. Okay. Now see, this is almost embarrassing. Manny. I don't know what to say, man. Wow. That's you gonna make me cry, Manny? Is that what you're trying to do? Are you literally trying to make me cry right now, Manny? Because it's working. I wanna do this justice. Manny. Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, I was getting a text. I just want to show you guys what Manny did. Manny, dude, thank you for sending $248 to me, to the show, to support this endeavor. I don't know what to say. What's up, Christy? Thanks for being here. I really don't know what to say, man. That is hella generous. Way too generous. You have been missed, and not because you send money, man. You're just a part of the Deckhead family and the community. And I thank you. I really am at a loss for words, which is very rare for my loud ass to be at a loss for words. Yeah, right now, dude, that means a lot. So thank you, buddy. I'm trying to hold it together and not cry. That was good shit, man. Seriously. Very much appreciate it. No, and if I was drinking, I would just get totally shit-faced. Tony wants to know if you'll marry him, Manny. Manny is a fucking day one OG. And people don't realize that. They'll see a new name and be like, who's Manny? Yeah, Manny is a day one OG. I love you too, buddy. Thank you so much, man. Seriously. Thank you. There is no crying in baseball. No, this is not radio. No. Internet, forget it. I'm going to cry. You know that. Yeah, I got a little bit. I held it together though, chat. I appreciate you, Manny. Thank you so much. And that is a fact, especially in Warzone. Y'all, Manny is the guy that got me kind of good at Warzone. Thank you, Christy. You are too sweet. Manny got me like on the right track. Like I was terrible. KD and House didn't help me. Manny was the one that was like, use this gun, put on these attachments, follow me. Don't go that way. What are you doing, you fucking idiot? Like Manny helped me get better at Warzone way back in the day. So appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Okay. So yeah, you're right. Let's get back to the show. I don't want to just do all sports. So I want to talk yesterday I was teasing the fact that I have a link to all of the Star Wars projects that are in the works. So you Star Wars nerds, you dorks, and that includes me. I'm kind of a Star Wars dork here. This is now, I'm not like you guys. I don't know. Let's be real. I called him Bubba Fett. I thought it was a lightsaver, S-A-V-E-R. I'm not like the best in the world, but I do enjoy and really like Star Wars. But I'm not like nerd level like you guys are. So this is an article on Variety that talks about every Star Wars movie and Disney Plus project in 2021 and beyond. And I know a lot of you like Sean sleeps on everything. He's like, boy, this is what's crazy is Sean will always put that when he doesn't like a topic. But then when you say soccer, he's like, soccer? Which is the goddamn most boringest thing ever. Yeah, you would probably like it. I'm not going to lie. Steven, whoa. Steven said, I'm a big Star Wars nerd, but it's getting overdone now. First of all, Space Force, you're just not vibing today, Steve. We got to talk, Uzi. What the fuck is going on? You didn't know Space City. You don't like Star Wars. I don't know, man. We may have to find a new weather guy for the show. This is shit. Richard Vale said, wait, it's not Saver? You know, I gotta say, Joe Pro said I thought it was Lightsaber as well. All of you that have come to my aid and my rescue, I mean, you all made fun of me when I said Bubba Fett, and that's okay. I earned it. It stung at the time. I didn't like it, but I've grown to accept the fact that I fucked that one up pretty badly. But it's not Savor. No, it's not Savor. Oh, shit. Oh, I thought you did. What? A lamb bomb every time I birdie, I didn't birdie. Oh, yeah. Okay. Fine then. You don't get that. Manny said, Steve, no more comments for you today. Yeah, I'm going to need you to just shut the fuck up, Steven. Just like, stop. It's a bad day for you. You shot your load with the Joe Pro weather update. You're done. The Bubba Fett ended up being a hilarious discussion with Jerry and Eddie. That's true. That is true. Joe Pro, I didn't need you to clarify that you thought it was lightsaber at 4 years old. I thought it was lightsaber at 46 years old. So I don't want to hear it. Okay, back to the projects. Here we go. Here's all the different projects. Now, this is one I'm definitely not going to watch. The Bad Batch. I'm sorry. I'm not a cartoon guy. I'm not an animated guy. I want like real people in the movies. I don't watch cartoons anymore. So this I will not be watching. I don't give a shit about it. It may be super important to the whole goddamn Star Wars universe or whatever it's called. I'm not watching it. This looks absolutely stupid just from the picture. So count me out on that. It'll be on Disney Plus. So the next one is the Book of Boba Fett. Huh? See? Who learned how to say it? This guy. It's not Bubba. But the Book of Boba Fett, I'm in. I'll watch this shit. He was literally one of my all-time favorite characters that I didn't know shit about. Like, I knew about Luke and, you know, he fucked his sister or something. Like I said, I'm not super into it. I don't know how it works. Didn't they do, like, they did it and then they had CP3O? No, they had R2-D2. That's what it was. It's whatever. You know, go look at the family tree. I don't want to spoil it for you because, you know, Sean's never seen one. What's up? Sydney, good to see you, sweetie. Hadn't seen you in a minute, baby girl. Thank you for being here. So the Book of Boba Fett, I'm in for this. And it's supposed to be here December 2021. So end of the year, I'm in. I'm down for that for sure. By the way, can I give a shout out to Pink Valkyrie? She may or may not be, loaning me some Disney Plus. So I'm just, it's all legal though. I send her money. It's a whole thing. Visions by Star Wars. I don't know what this is. It says it's going to be on Disney Plus. It's entering the realm of anime with a 10 new. Okay, I'm out. I'm out. You just say the magic word, anime. I'm done. I don't give a shit. I don't need this. I'm too old for that. I'm not that I'm knocking those of you that are grown ass men and women that are still into cartoons and anime, which to me is the same thing. I don't know. If you call anime a cartoon, just people lose their shit. What? No. It's not a cartoon. It's anime. Okay. It's a fucking cartoon. They're all cartoons. But this Star Wars Visions is said to offer a fresh and diverse cultural perspective on a galaxy far, far away. Great. Don't give a shit. It's anime. Hey, man, everybody is showing up today. Rach is here. Lisa showed up. Sydney, Manny. Holy fuck. This is getting wild out here in these Barry on Deck streets. By the way, 4! For those of you that don't know, Cece's playing golf, so we're trying to distract everybody. Sydney said my geek heart has been crushed. Why? Because I don't like anime? It's just, I don't know. It's weird. And then they try to make, I'll tell you the weirdest people on the planet, and this is no lie. And if this offends you, I don't know what to say. That is true, Q. The gang is all here. We're like the fucking deckhead Voltron has formed. We are all assembled, and I could not be happy. This is the most I have been happy on the inside in a long time, man. I am super pumped. The weirdest people on the planet are people that watch cartoon porn. We're going to get back to I don't understand cartoon porn. I don't understand. I mean, the whole point of porn is like, all right, either I can't have sex at all because I'm unfuckable. Shout out to Sports Riot, twitch.tv, Sports Riot Live, the Unfuckables, me, Shock, and Wesling. Either I'm unfuckable, I am, horrible at dating. Maybe I'm married and we don't like, what? There's a ton of reasons why you watch porn, but it's so you can say, like, I haven't seen an actual titty in a while. I'd like to see some titty. Maybe you're a chick. You're like, I just want to see some meat. I'm married to this dude with this small nose. I'd like to see some real meat for a change. I don't know. There's a ton of reasons why people actually watch porn. They're perverted, whatever. But you're usually supplementing a real boob. The cartoon, I just don't understand what is erotic about a cartoon figure. I don't get it. I don't get it. I just swerved with a hard left like you swang the car for no damn. What are you talking about? We were talking about anime. And part of anime and the anime culture is they try to make it all sexy. They're all like, look at these anime chicks. They're hot. They're fucking cartoons. And then you translate that into anime porn and the whole goddamn thing doesn't make any sense to me. It's all stupid. I have been wanting to say this for years. If you watch anime porn, you probably have finger banged a cat or a dog or both. I don't know. That's just a feeling I have. It's just, I don't make the rules. I just feel like that you've done that at least once. Or you probably have been like, I would like to finger bang that cat or dog, but I'm not going to because that's inappropriate. But I will watch this cartoon porn because that's fucking weird. It's just the whole thing, guys. I don't know. See, there's this again. Jessica Rabbit. No, I remember, I don't know who I argued with about this. It's not possible to have a fake ass cartoon chick and it actually be erotic and sexy. It's just not. It's not a real person. Chrissy said, but their voices are so childlike, it's weird. Yeah, well, there's that too. It's all weird. Christy, it's all like literally every part of it is fucking weird. I haven't gone on a good far left weird tangent in a while. Sometimes you just got to feel. I'm telling you, you guys have me in a good mood. I'm happy today. I want to know this. Can someone in the chat please just own it? I just want you to, you're not wrong. I just want you guys to own it. No, not even with 2 T's. That's way too many T's. Just take off the T's. Jessica Rabbit's a hoe. Who is actually just, look, if you just want to private message me, you can send me a private message. I won't give out your name. All right. I promise you I won't give out your name. By the way, Aaron Little, thank you for the $5 Friday. Donna, thank you for the $5. Oh, I got that on Venmo. I got to pull up the PayPal. My bad. Somebody just messaged me. If you actually have jerked off, if you've actually gotten yourself off, I shouldn't say jerked off. Maybe the ladies are into it. I want to know, have any of you ever out there masturbated to completion to anime porn? I want to know. It's the weirdest goddamn thing. I don't understand it. I mean, I don't understand a lot of the fetishes, but I still I know that psychologically they're like, oh, if you're into feet, maybe it was because, the first time you ever had an erection, you were looking at somebody's feet. Or if you're into elbows, maybe it was because, I don't know, you sucked on your mom's elbow. I don't know why, how they work. But I know there's probably, I don't know how poop and pee fetishes work. I don't know what happened there. But I'm just saying, there's an explanation. Psychologically, there's got to, how the fuck do you explain, one day I was watching Tom and Jerry or maybe I was watching Pepe Le Pew and the little cat that always gets the white paint on her back and she looks like a skunk, got a boner. And then ever since then, I just have to jerk off to anime because I can't help it otherwise. Christy said, yeah, raise your hand in the chat. Let's see who needs to be bullied. I'm Christy. I'm a big fan. This is outstanding. Oh, my God. This show has no rails to even go off. Yeah, that's probably true. I wanna see who's raising. No, I don't. Message me on the Discord. I'll pull up my Discord. I just want to know. I promise you, anyone that tells me you will remain anonymous, I will not divulge your secrets that you're a fucking weirdo, but I do want to know. I want to know, is there anyone out there literally in the history of the deckhead world that has jerked off to anime? Christopher Mina, thank you for the $2 Venmo, my friend. He said, let's make it a cool $2.50. The OCD was freaking me out. So he sent $2, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. D-Mata said, it's very weird. We had one priest that came in every Saturday and rented anime along with regular porn. Yeah, that's fucking super. I don't get that. That is super duper weird. And it was a priest. I mean, look, I don't know. I guess if you're Catholic, jerking off is a sin, but maybe like Baptists are like, nope, just as long as you ain't dancing when you do it. I don't know how that works. It just seems weird. I don't know how that works. That's pretty fucking strange. I do need to one day do a D-Mata porn shop interview. Yeah, for sure. Manny said, what's hentai? I don't know. Let me Google that because I'm not sure the difference between hentai. Is it hentai? Is that how you say it? Is that when you like hog tie a hen? I don't know how that works. What? Hentai is a genre of Japanese manga and anime characterized by overtly sexualized characters and sexually explicit images and plots. Okay. See, look, I can't show you a lot of this because it shows cartoon dick. So I'm not gonna put that on the show. But I just want to say, like, I'm gonna pull this up. This is like anime porn, I guess, or hentai, which I guess is the same thing. I don't know, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. Who is at home? My bad. Who is at home? Like, oh shit, let me go get my lotion. Like, if I put this on the screen, somebody's gonna get a boner. Who's at home? Like, oh yeah, let me go, Daddy. It's time. Daddy is about to come to completion. How is that? I look at this, nothing about this is erotic. It's just fucking weird. But there are dudes out there right now. Somebody watching Barry on Deck right now is getting a semi. Right now, you're just like, uh-oh, my pants are moving. Look at that. Look at that hot, drawn on, blue-haired, grayish-haired, super, super big-eyed, really pointy-chinned, bony-ass, elbowed, nice wainscoting in the room, though. I like how they, it's a good, fucking what? I don't get it. This is what some of you are jerking it to. It's just weird. Okay. So we have somebody that has messaged me, and I said I would not divulge names, and I shan't. I shan't divulge names. Roy said there's nothing like it. What do you mean there's nothing like it? Anime? This is so fucking weird. By the way, the priest's name was House. Oh, you're a dirty son of a bitch. You know that? That's too funny. I'm not going to divulge a name, but I do have a message in the Discord inbox. And somebody in the chat currently watching this show, which I'm proud of you. Thank you for owning it. Your secret is safe with me, Jen. Just kidding. It's not Jen. It's not Jen. Just kidding. But somebody messaged me and said, when it comes to anime porn or hentai or whatever the fuck it's called, started but didn't finish. See, at some point you're like, these ain't real titties. This is not worth it. It's not worth it. My son used to be into furries. Now I gotta Google furries. Is that like, does that have something to do with buttholes? I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm not judging your son. Jen said lies and garbage. Furry, like your son would like get a boner around furries, or was just into furries? Because we're talking about like people that jerk off to cartoons if you're late. Great, Barry. Now you fucking up Naruto show. Is that who that was? Is this Naruto? What is this? I don't know what that is. What the fuck is Naruto? I don't know what that means. Is this Naruto? This is so goddamn strange. I really want to know, besides the one person that said they started jerking off to that but didn't finish. Ooh, some of you have. One of you has at least. I gross out at the parents who want their kids to take pictures with furries. What is but I don't understand what is a furry though. Furries, it just looked like a wolf or some shit. Furries. This really should be an hour number 3 thing in the show, but we're here. Very on education. Furries are people who have an interest in anthropomorphic animals or animals with human qualities. Furry sex is on WebMD. The fuck? Hold on. Here you go. Let's look at this chat. Oh, let me close this tab before I give away who it is that started jerking off the anime but didn't finish. This is so fucking weird. Furries are people who have interest. How do we get here, by the way? We are so far off of Star Wars. Furries are people who have an interest in anthropomorph. Oh, fuck you, Christopher Mina. You could say that. Your last name has 4 letters. You don't even know how words work. Get a real last name like Laminack. Many furries create their own animal character known as a fursona, which functions as their avatar within the furry communities. What the fuck? Furries represent their fursonas through art, writing, online identities, or in the... Are these people assuming the identity of these fucking weird wolves? Because look, if I go back, when I Googled furries, look at the fucking pictures of this shit. And let me move myself out of the way. Look. What in the fuck? Bro, what the fuck is happening? Are these real people? What do you mean, why am I acting surprised? I had never fucking heard of this. Shut up, Rach. Why, is my costume out? This is the weirdest fucking thing. Is it, by the way, does this have anything to do with sex? Please don't let me get fucking ding. There's fucking Trump furries? Well, how come they don't have blonde hair on their little furry fucking heads? Look at this shit. This is the weirdest goddamn thing I have ever seen. What? Oh my God. Could you guys just jerk off the feet like a normal person? Why? Can we time out Tony with the grammar police? What did he say? Tony, are you correcting my grammar? I mean, I probably fucked it up pretty bad. I don't understand. Oh, are there toys called furries? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm so confused right now. Oh. Oh, my God. All right, so maybe, just maybe, he was talking about his kid being into this. So apparently these are furries. I thought you were talking about the fucking weirdos that dress up like wolves and shit. And they're like, this is my fursona. This is normal. Nothing to see here. Totally normal, people. Why is this weird? She's just fucking dressed up like some weird cat cheetah thing. Nah, it's not odd. This is what I really thought. When I Googled fucking furries, this is what popped up. But then I Googled furry toys. That explains holy shit, look at the rest of this. I hope there's no nudity in this. I'm going to get kicked off. Look at this shit. What on earth is... What in the all-fired absolute fuck is this? These are all well-functioning normal adults. Look. I mean, some of these chicks look like they might be hot. But I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be super honest with you. And I'm married, so Nora's not a fucking weirdo. But if I met a chick, like let's just pull up, I don't know, these could be fucking kids, I don't know. Oh my God, this is the weirdest goddamn thing. Here's Snapper G on Twitter. Yeah. So let's say that you meet whoever fucking weirdo is in this suit, and you don't know that she's a goddamn unifurry or whatever the fuck this is called. A furricorn? I have no idea. She's obviously proud of it. Anyways, so let's say you meet her at a bar. And you're just like, hey, so, you're really hot. I'd love to have your number and go out with you. And she's like, okay, bet. And then you go out on a date. And you're like, so what are you into? And she's like, I like to dress up as a fur corn. And you're like, I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I like to dress up as a fur corn and walk around town just doing fur corn shit. You're like, the fuck is it? Oh yeah, I'm big into the furry community. I have my first sauna. As a dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, most of us have the dilemma like, this bitch is hot, but this bitch is crazy. I don't know what to do. I really want to have sex with her. I kind of want to have sex with her wearing the fur corn costume. But then once that's all over with, I just got to deal with this psycho furry baby that just wants to dress up like a fucking furry and do furry shit. I ain't got time for that. That's a real dilemma if some of these chicks are actually hot. Look at this one. She's fucking... All right, now this pink one, she definitely got her furry costume at Walmart. Look at that. That's some... These others, you could tell they like sewed their shit. Like this fur corn and I don't know, this anime furry, she's doubling down. She was like, I'm not just going to be a furry. I'm going to be a fucking an anafurry, a furname. I don't know what is going on with that one over there. The purple. This one, that's a weird one. This one definitely fucking went to Kmart and was like, give me that Halloween cat suit. I'm a furry. No, you're not, bitch. You're cheap. You're not a furry. Stop fronting. Look, this one. Oh, what the fuck is going on this? Oh my God. All right. That is definitely one of you guys. That looks like my ex-wife. All right, that's enough. This is enough of this weird shit. This show is so goddamn off the rails. He said, imagine how proud of a father I was when I found that out. Oh my God, this is outstanding. Who is somebody here for the first time? They're probably like, what the fuck? What happened? What? I don't understand. What happened? Okay. Barry, do not Google furry sex. Okay, I'll Google furry sex. I got to get to a break. We didn't even talk about the Jake Paul fight thing, but I do need to Google furry sex. It's not on my screen, right? Let's see. Furry sex. I'm Googling it. I don't give a fuck. This is a Friday, bitches. We do what we want. Furry sex. It's on WebMD. Furry sex. Okay, so it says who furries are. How to hold on. Furries represent their fursona. The furry fandom thrives in the online space. They talk about how accepting they are. Yeah, because they're goddamn weirdos. Weirdos always are accepting of other weirdos. No, usually when you're talking about the lack of acceptance, it's people that don't dress up like a fucking unicorn with big old fucking round hooves walking around sweating their ass off in a unicorn costume. Yeah, those people are going to be accepting because they're the ones that need to be accepted with that weird shit. How to explore furry sex. If you're interested in the furry community, you can explore these feelings in a number of ways. For example, You can attend a furry convention. Oh my God, I would go. I'm going to tell you right now, if there's a furry convention, I want you guys to let me know. I will go undercover. I'll go under fur. I will go as a furry to a furry convention. I just want to see how this goes down. They're called fur cons. Of course they're called fur cons. These public events allow hundreds or even thousands of furry fans to attend panels, events, merchandise booths. They do furry meets. All right, well, where's the fucking? Where's the furking? How do you furk? Is that what it is? It's not fucking, it's furking. In the online space, you can participate in internet forums and chat programs. Well, where's the sex? Role-playing is in particular to explore furry sex online. Furries often role-play. No shit, you're dressed up as a unicorn. I hope you do role-play. Furries often role-play as their personas in the virtual world with other furries. This can be a creative outlet. Do we have any furries? I just want to know. Again, your secret is safe with me. I will judge the fuck out of you, but I will not tell anyone else. I will laugh in your face. When you send me, I'm a furry, I will fucking lose my shit. But I promise you I will not tell anybody else. But I just want to know if any of you guys are furries. This is amazing. Do a set at FurCon. Just as you're going to go undercover and fuck around and find out. I doubt it. I seriously doubt that I would become a furry. Okay? Just like we got Barry to start drinking, we are about to make him one of these two. No, I promise you, I'm not going to get addicted to furking. Okay? Not going to happen. Not a COVID cough. All right, let's take a break. This video for the break, I got to pee, or otherwise I'd just keep going. It's already 3:06. Plus, Jerome Solomon is going to join me. We were supposed to talk about some other sports. Who gives a fuck? You can just watch the Gotcha Hat video and judge for yourself what a fucking clown show the Paul brothers are, along with Mayweather. We'll get into some other shit. I got to do my reads. Don't let me forget that. Look, this is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. I'm going to take a 5-minute pee break. Less than that. We're going to sit on the corner and do some dope. If you don't know what that means because you're new, stick around. It is the anthem and the theme song of Barry on Deck. We play it every Friday in between breaks. So let's take a 5-minute break. Don't go anywhere. In fact, go grab a friend. Come back, hang out with me for the next hour, and go join the Patreon and hang out with us on hour number 3. This is Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere.
What's up? You want to run it 2 in 1 night? Yeah. What's up? What's up? You want to run it 2 in 1 night? Right in front. You want to run it 2 in 1 night?
Absolutely.
So let's make it happen.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Yes, sir.
Get the paperwork for this ball.
Get Al Hammond.
Absolutely. I don't need Al Hammond.
Let me call Al Hammond.
I'm my own boss. I'm my own
2 in
boss.
1 night. Got your hat. For real.
Let it go. Chill. Hey, knock it off. Hey, knock it off. Don't ever disrespect me. Don't ever disrespect me. Fuck out. Grab Floyd. No. Fuck him up. Get him out. Yes, sir. Got your hat. Get off. Don't you ever disrespect me. Come on. Y'all gotta take it easy, man. Got your hat. Okay, got your hat. Jake, let's go. you ever disrespect me? Fuck you up. Sam, you good? Oh, shit.
Dressing room.
Kill that motherfucker. I catch you, motherfucker. I kill you, motherfucker. Crazy? I don't know who the fuck they think they playing with. I don't play no motherfucking games. I'll fuck you up, motherfucker. I'll fuck you up. I play no motherfucking games.
Watch out, guys. Watch out. Move. Come on, sir.
Play no motherfucking games with me. Take that motherfucking head off. Chris, who you think you playing with? You good? I kill that motherfucker. Kill that motherfucker.
All these cameras, back the fuck up.
Let's go. If you are not with him, stay back. Let's go. Come on. Back. Everybody back. If you are not with him,
Cameras back.
Step back a little bit. Guys, step back. Step back. All the cameras, step back. Step back.
You get them to like the dress
Good, Logan?
I got your bitch. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. They are to be ashamed. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Sitting down the goddamn corner doing dope. Corner doing dope. Goddamn right, bitch. Look at here. There you go. They're out here sharing marijuana. Look at here. There you go. The same old nasty ass people from last week.
Hour number 2 of Barry on Deck. I'm your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for sticking around through the break. Those of you that did, those of you that didn't, well, you suck. Why would you leave? We have so much to do. My buddy Jerome Solomon is going to be joining me in just a second. Right after I tell you about Dan's Seafood and Wings, if you want some of the best, dare I say, if you want the best crawfish and seafood in the city of Houston, get yourself over to Dan's. 2 locations for you. One on the southwest side on South Gessner, one on the northeast side at Uvalde Road. But I'm telling you guys, those of you that are new, those of you that have not tried Dan's yet, ask the deckheads that have gone. Ask Cece, ask Penguin Katie, ask Fidel, ask Donna, ask myself, ask Walt. Like, this food is amazing. You are going to absolutely love Dan's Seafood and Wings. Cece once had crawfish from there twice in one day. That's how good their crawfish is. They've got 4 flavors for you right now: garlic butter seasoning, the mild, the medium, the extra spicy. Little pro tip from your boy: add the boiled spicy shrimp to your crawfish and set it off. Nora will not do boiled spicy shrimp from anywhere other than Dan's. Check them out yourself. Go to eatatdans.com. Eat@dans.com. Get all the info and follow them on Instagram. Put some Dan's in your mouth. I got to work on that last part. It's not really appropriate. All right, joining me on the show. This is not going to be okay. Joining me on the program right now.
That is not how you drop.
No.
That's not that wasn't part of the read. That's you improvise. Just don't improvise, Barry.
Just read the words. Just read the words.
Read the script.
Stick to the script, huh? You never put Dan's in your mouth, Jerome?
No, you're not Robert Williams. You can't. No.
Jerome Solomon of Cron.com, senior columnist for the Houston Chronicle, joining me on the program. My friend, thank you for being here. How was your week so far? Good?
Just lovely, man.
Yeah?
Busy as always, but good.
I know. Making moves out there. I see.
Trying to. Getting there.
Anything you can share with the people yet?
About to get you back on TV.
Okay. What? I didn't want to jinx it because then I would be like, with my luck, if I'd have been like, guess who's going to be back on TV in June? You'd have been like, hey, it fell through. I swear to God, with the luck I'm having the last 3 months.
Oh, please. You'll be all right.
I'm pumped about it, man.
It ain't about luck. Shit happens. So
for real.
We got you. Not gonna officially announce it right now, but there's you'll be back on Houston Sports Show, be cranking up on CW 39, probably Juneteenth, because black guy like you want to celebrate Juneteenth. That would be perfect.
Can I wear my I Am Black History shirt? Do you remember that?
Oh Lord!
I cannot even tell y'all the look that.
I think there might be a Juneteenth joke that comes out on the show that'll get us.
If it is, Kanice has to write it because he's the only black writer. And then he tried to write one joke, and I was like, I'm not doing that joke.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. I tried to get you in blackface, and you wouldn't do it. You got to understand. You got to. He did. For the team.
That's a fact. No. I'm not. See, here's the thing. I'm a smart enough
team. Then everybody will talk about it and go, this is ridiculous. This is disgusting. This is horrible. And they're like, we got to watch it next week to see if they're going to be that bad again. And the week after that. And the week all you got to do is, can you be racist for 1 minute in your life? No. Can you do that? No. It's come real easy for a whole bunch of your folk. So why you got to make it so hard? Why you act like racism is so difficult?
Team canceled.
You all fair and balanced and shit. Instead, just be racist, Barry.
Okay, fine. I hate white people. Ugh, they are the worst. Is that racist?
Not at all.
I heard about. Look, I got into an argument. Have you ever heard of critical? No. Have you heard of critical race theory, by the way? I got into a big old argument on Twitter about this shit. I knew a little about it, but not a lot. I had to start reading into it because they're trying to ban it in the States. And I was like, all this shit, the way it's like back in my day, when you were trying to be progressive, it was just like, you learned the lyrics to NWA, but you were able to not say the N-word in every song, and that was considered progress. You were like, yeah, I can do all the lyrics and not even have to think about it. I'm good. That's how you know. Now, there's so much to it.
Because that word is not part of your vocabulary.
Exactly. Yeah, that is true. It's what's in your heart. I talk about that all the time. I say that when you hear people make a mistake or say something racist or a slur and they say, look, that's not really me. I always try to tell people, look, there's a difference between saying something racist and being racist. There's a big difference between the two, but also you always find out what's in people's hearts. Like I never have to worry about slipping up because that word is not in my vocabulary. Now watch one day. This is going to be clipped, but I'm telling you, like you really find out what's in people's hearts when you have conversations about race, about gender, about equality.
And part of it too, that I think has to be said. I'm not trying to defend them, but
no.
You can have things that's in your head that's not in your heart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I'm not always one to freak out over the use of the word. I'm much more, well, use the word as much as you like. And then I'll know what's in your heart based on how often you use the word and how many beat your ass over it. So if you're willing to risk getting the ass whipping because you just so determined to use the word, then I know what's in your heart.
Right.
If you slip up and say it, or if you put it out there in a because you jam into the song and you just, that doesn't bother me, because who you are says a lot more, or who you're represented about who you are says a lot more about who you are than saying a lyric from a song while you're in the middle of the song. Now, if you go way out of your way to only find those songs, you don't even like the song, you just want to be, I can say it now, right now, I'm dropping it.
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't be saying this because you are giving.
Anywhere, stand up. Then I know what's in your heart. I know what's in your heart, because I really do firmly believe it's difficult to say what's in somebody's heart and who they are, right? Mm-hmm. And we all kind of feel like we don't give a shit about you. If you're a hardcore racist, we don't care about what happens to you, in a sense of we're not gonna have sympathy for you if you get repercussions from feeling that way.
Right.
But I'm reluctant to call somebody out as being racist, because if I don't know if you are, I don't know if you are.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that, and again, it's intent, and I think it's really, like I said, I think it's simple sometimes that, I've actually defended people that have, said things that are offensive or racist, and said, look, that doesn't make them racist. They said something racist. There is a difference. And to your point, which it's funny, in the comedy world, it happens too. You'll be on stage and you'll be thinking of a word, or you'll be thinking, oh, don't say this. You ever done that where you're like, don't say this, and you say it? Like, I remember the very first time I ever met Billy D. Washington, and I hosted for him. I had to bring him on stage. In my head, and I think this has happened to more than one comic with him, because it's, you never want to mess up a comic's name. Don't say Billy D. Williams. Don't say Billy D. Williams. And that's the thing you do, right? Like, I had one guy. Yeah. He said, he goes, when you go on, I said, well, how do you want me to bring you up? And he said, I don't care what you say, just don't fuck up my name. I don't even remember the dude's name now, but I went up, and the first thing I did was say his name wrong, because I was thinking, don't say this, say it right. And I said it wrong because that's what I was thinking. So I understand that. But at the end of the day.
Well, on that, though, there's a huge difference in what you're in that. That analogy doesn't fit and doesn't carry over.
What do you mean?
Because you're talking about saying somebody's name right whose name you haven't said and don't say regularly, etc. So you're like, I don't want to fuck up this person's name. That's completely different than almost what you're saying is actually let's back up a little bit. Billy D, for instance, for 30 years of your life or whatever, every time you said the three syllables Billy D, it was followed by Williams. Mm-hmm. I don't know how many times you ever said it, but it was always Billy D. Williams for all of that time in your life. And then all of a sudden, you met this guy who was Billy D. Washington.
W.
Like, well, yeah. So that, but now you have to adjust what you've already known. So the problem I have with your analogy here is, somebody going, I don't want to say the N-word. I don't want to say the N-word. I'm accidentally saying. No, that means you've been saying it for all ever. Now you're trying to stop saying it. So no, it doesn't fit.
Fair enough.
You weren't trying to get Billy D. Washington right. You were trying not to say Billy D. Williams.
True that. No, that's a fair point. It's a very fair point.
And that other comedian, that's just you just dumb, don't know how to pronounce
that
name right.
I wish I could remember who it was because he roasted me for 5 fucking minutes.
And that's an example of how important his name was to you.
Yeah.
You didn't even know who the hell it is. Because
it really meant a lot.
If you'd have said somebody's name important wrong, you'd remember it.
Yeah.
True. If you'd call Andre Johnson of the Texans and you sit down to talk to him for something, ask him a question, and you said, "Yo, Adrian," just something simple like that, you would remember it like every moment from then on. You don't even know who this other guy is. That the reason you fucked up his name because you didn't give a shit.
I mean, he made me nervous too, though. It did. I ain't gonna lie. It made me fucking nervous.
No,
yeah.
Oh no, don't blame. No, you can't blame him. That's on you.
It's all his fault. I would have never thought to not fuck his name up if he wouldn't have said that. He scared the shit out of me. What is it piquing your interest in?
You don't know who he is.
I still can't remember. Do you know how many people I've worked with in 7-8 years? Come on, man.
But how many people?
You're right though. If like I've worked with one.
Well, exactly. So he ought to be
because he said don't fuck it up, which should prove my point.
You trying to assign blame to him as opposed to just taking it on you.
Okay.
It's on you, Barry. Look here, Mr. Laminate. This is on you.
Laminate. Laminate. That's what I tell like new comics. They're like, "What do you want me to say?" I'm like, "Man, I don't give a fuck. If you fuck my name up, don't worry about it. Just bring me on stage." They're not gonna remember. They don't give a fuck. If I'm not funny, they don't give a fuck what my name is. They don't give a fuck what my credits are. If they think I'm funny, they're not going to remember what you said. They're gonna come up after the show and ask me, "What was your name again?" That's how it works.
Unless your name is part of the bit, nobody gives a shit.
Exactly. Or unless you're famous, unless you're bringing up, right. Gilbert Gottfried, who that would have been bad if I'd have messed his name up, right? Like unless you're a name that people are going to recognize, nobody cares. It's just all pomp and circumstance. It makes these, comedians feel better to get all my credits right. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit what TV show you were on. I promise you, they don't in the crowd.
But in their minds, they're thinking this sets the tone for the whole show.
But that's the thing. Like trust me.
But the great ones. And let's say I don't even know who this guy is, but the great ones, if you butchered their name when they came out, they'd spend the next 5 or 10 minutes
roasting you.
Roasting. Right, yeah. Exactly. So they would ignore their set that they had planned and go off on that, and it would be better than anything because they're like, who the fuck did Lemonade over here? And have a good time with it because they're that good at it. That guy was sensitive about it because he thinks his name matters. No, his name
don't matter.
Don't matter.
By the way, Cece Crystal Collins is at a golf. She's at a golf outing, and I guess she's sitting at the bar, and she has us on.
Is this Miss Dallas? This Miss Dallas Cowboy.
This is Miss Dallas Cowboys fan club of Houston. Yes, she's at a bar at a golf shop somewhere, and I guess she has us on speaker. And somebody sitting next to her was like, "That sounds like Jerome Solomon." Yeah. Look at you, big time. They didn't know who the fuck I was. That's fine. No, it's cool.
Oh, that's understandable. Yeah.
Barry Laminate. Hey, what? Manny said I'd find a way to mess up Will Smith. I'd probably spell it wrong. I ain't gonna lie. I would probably spell it wrong. Okay, we got a little off topic today. I was talking So I've been doing a lot of sports all week, and it was good to get a break from it. But do you know what anime is?
Yeah.
Have you ever watched anime porn?
What do you mean by watched? No, I'm like, because I feel like I'm on the stand here, Your Honor. And per se, Your Honor, as the
have you ever finished anime porn?
the case stipulates in said situation, Your Honor. I'm trying to figure, what's the Fifth Amendment rights for a brother in said situation per se.
He just used all the big words. Per se and circumstantial considerations are
and I don't want to drop the Latin on you, Your Honor, because I,
quid pro quo.
I'm trying to keep it real, but persona non grata, it is what it is. You feel me?
You said absolutely nothing for 5 minutes. Donna said guilty, by the way. As soon as your answer was like, guilty.
No. I pled the sixth. Going to the fourth or the fifth. Pick the number.
Whichever one gets me off the hook. I plead that one.
That's the number. Yeah.
I got off on a tangent talking about anime porn and furries. Do you know what a furry is?
I do know what a furry is. I've had that discussion before. I ain't never done no furriness. Okay, I don't really.
I had no idea. I didn't know what the fuck a furry was.
I've seen anime porn, but I never watched.
So I asked the deckheads. I was like, I won't give out names. And I had one person send me a private message. I was like, just message me. I promise you your secret's safe with me. I won't say who you are. But we had one person during the discussion today say they started and watched it, but they couldn't finish. They were just like, I can't do it. It's the weirdest shit though.
You believe that? Because we've all watched some porn that we're not into, and we finished.
Still done.
It's like, well, I'm here now.
I mean, I'm. Yeah, I finished. I wasn't proud of it. I was ashamed.
I wouldn't even. No, I'm no shame. I'm not even into it. This don't do nothing for me. But I'm here. I'm here. So
I mean, it's on.
This is disgusting. This is disgusting, and it'll be the absolute last time I'll even see some of this foolishness. But I'm here. Right? And so, do I want to re-click back 3 clicks and try, or I got shit to do.
See, this is why I'm telling you, used to when you were on the internet, it was one window. It was Internet Explorer or Netscape, and that was it. I'm telling you, the dude that invented the tabbed browser was a porn guy. That's all that was. It's the same dude that invented the recent button on the remote. Oh, that dude just liked to watch Cinemax at night while his woman was asleep in the bed next to him. That's it. Just so she start moving. He hits that recent button, goes right back to ESPN. He's watching Busty Cops.
This out.
Yeah,
but there was a time back in the day where it took forever to load. It took like an hour to load a 3-minute video,
bro.
So, you'd be getting glimpses of it. It wasn't good. It wasn't. And then all of a sudden, this generation is like click, click, boom, click
on their
boom,
phones.
Click, Kapaya, and no, yeah,
I'm just like, do you understand how lucky you are?
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm disgusted for them. It's sick. It's sick. It's sad. It's a horrible representation of the beautiful act of love making that's just at the tips of your fingers as opposed to the palm of your hand. It's wait a minute, that didn't come out right.
Sit your ass down. At first I was like,
it's horrible. It's horrible. I'm just saying.
You don't calm you.
I'm with the old school where you gotta go all the way to the video store.
Go through them swinging doors like it's a saloon. Go to the porn saloon. Why do they always have their fucking swinging doors? That's weird.
What happened to the black plastic bag? Every black. It's some racial shit up here too. Cause now every plastic bag you see, I don't care where it is,
white.
Grocery store, they all white. What a black bag.
What happened
to black bag?
They even have brown bags, the brown paper bags for your beer. They ain't got no more black bags. I'm telling you.
Why they put the black bag on the porn? Then, back in the day. Now we don't even,
It's big enough to cover it.
It's black is bad. Black is bad, white is good. White you get your vegetables and your groceries.
Eggs and milk and shit. Oh my god.
Nutrition. Actually, they put the good vegetable in the clear. They can't go white. They got to go clear.
White as you can get.
Yeah,
Oh
but black bag, foreign. And then now we don't even have that no more.
Look, Terrence knows. He says swinging doors through a black curtain. That was it.
I wouldn't know about that, y'all. That's on y'all.
I talked about this on the show. They used to keep it like the only choices you had besides going to an actual porn store, which you would have never done because your car would have been out front and people would see you. You'd have to go to the gas station, and they always kept the porn at the fucking front window. Like you would just, you didn't have no privacy.
No, I'm not even joking. Wait a minute, you bought porn at the gas station? How damn horny were you, Barry? Good Lord, at a gas station? Seriously? Like, I mean, like what?
Yes. Yeah, I did. My ex-wife was a bitch. I'm telling you. I would rather go to the U-Totem and get a goddamn Wii or whatever the fuck that penthouse, a hustler.
Station?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
You never bought a porn mag from a gas station. Not once in your life.
No.
How did you know about the black bags then?
No.
Don't start pleading the fourth now.
The video stores would put your porn in the black bag, so when people wouldn't see the box.
Well, what is the difference of getting porn at a gas station or a porn store?
And they put them in the black. Well, one is a gas station. You go there for, I don't know, gas.
Don't judge me, Tony. Look, you got the whole chat judging me now, Jerome.
No, I mean, like, really?
Let me get 7 on pump 5. Speaking of pump.
Did you go to Long John Silver to get porn too? Like, maybe.
Listen.
You just roll up on a
bro.
Y'all got some porn?
What a genius idea. If you had a drive-through porn place where you could just pull up with a menu, be like, let me see. What do you got in the anime section? Yeah, let me get furry dongs number 7. Go and I'm going to pull it. They're like, yeah, supersize it.
That would have, back in the day, that would have done quite well.
For real.
But now, now people are watching porn in the drive-thru.
It's too easy.
While they're waiting on their burger, they like watching porn.
You can hear it over the...
It's ruining society.
It really is. It's too easy to get. Used to, there was like, you had to work for it a little bit. You had to get in the car and go somewhere to get porn. Now you could, get the satellite dish, that big ass satellite dish that, the whole thing moved at once. You might, but you were fancy. You were rich.
Even then you still had to. No,
yeah, it wasn't
readily available. Yeah,
no.
and until when the internet caught up and got faster, I think that was a game changer. But no, I don't. I mean, I'm not sure we were better off when horny teenagers would sneak and grab a magazine or get a Sears catalog and see women in lingerie pages and as opposed to now where you couldn't sell somebody a Sears catalog just for the lingerie page anymore.
No,
they get way past that.
I did dirty shit to myself to a Sears catalog. That was when you first found out, you were like, I'll just take what I can get. Even when you're 13 and 14, you ain't going to the store. You'd be like, well, that's Sears catalog. Let me see this.
I have absolutely no understanding what the hell,
bro.
That was sick to me.
If I'm gonna go to the gas station, which Incarnate said, didn't Barry say on one show he would drive across town? Yeah, you don't go to the gas station in your neighborhood and get porn. You go across town to do it.
You started with JCPenney and the Sears catalog.
Sears. I may have rubbed one out to a Sears catalog once. Yes. Don't judge me.
Montgomery Ward catalog.
I guarantee you.
I'm
Montgomery Ward's okay. Now I got standards. All right, I'm not jerking off to the Montgomery Ward's catalog. You kidding me? I got standards, Jerome Solomon. I'm not slumming it with the Montgomery Ward's catalog. You're jerking off to a Mervin's panties ad. No, I'm not.
I've told people this many times, and a good percentage of them don't believe me. But trust me, I think one of my advantages in life, in terms of this particular conversation, is I was too stupid to know that you could do that to yourself till
way
much
later?
later in life.
Yeah, it probably saved you a lot of time.
So I avoided all that.
Good for you.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old.
Damn,
I didn't know.
As soon as I knew you could do that, I beat it like it stole something.
See, I thought you needed to have someone else there. I thought the solo thing was just a joke that people told other people to make them feel bad, to slam them, like you're like, oh, you're sick that you have to do that to yourself. You know what I mean? Like it was a shot you're taking at a guy, but I thought it was more. I didn't know it was real.
Wow.
Did
your parents ever have the talk with you, or was that something that wasn't discussed in the house?
I'm from the generation we didn't.
You didn't have the talk. Because my mom started teaching me about sex at 8. Like, she sat me down. She's like, all right. I mean, I knew shit about fallopian tubes. Ain't no 8-year-old supposed to know what fallopian tubes are? I knew all that shit. 8 children. When that talk 8 times, she's like, look, we're doing this one time. I don't give a shit that it's 2 to 18. We're doing this all at once. Oh, damn. We lost Jerome. No, we lost Jerome. Well, wait a second. We'll go back here. Well, it was interesting. I didn't even get to talk sports with him. What's up, Black Sheep? Yeah, Wiener's had a catalog. Mervin's. I want to know what's the worst thing that y'all ever did it to. What's the worst thing? I owned mine. What's yours? Yeah, and this should be an hour number 3 conversation. We're going to do something different in hour number 3. I know some of y'all did some dirty shit to some weird stuff. Don't even lie. Just own it. I've owned it on air. You guys can own it in the chat. Did he cut the feed? He does that sometimes. He's like, yep, I've had enough of this shit. I'm out. All right, so trying to think. I don't want to do any more sports. Do y'all want sports? Do y'all give a shit about any more sports? Jerome's agent cut the feed. Do y'all really? Are we doing it? Nah. We're not doing any more sports today. It's 3:40. Hour number 3 is going to be absolutely insane. If you're not a member of the Patreon, you still have time. I promise you, I'm going to make a fucking fool out of myself like I haven't already. Go to patreon.com/Barry on Deck. You can sign up. You can join the show. Hour number 3 is posted on the Patreon and on the Discord. So you're going to get to hang out. I've got something special planned, similar to what we did last week with the Wonderlick. So there you go. All right. I want to know, what's the weird shit? Nobody wants sports. I kind of figured that on this Friday. Nobody gives a shit about sports. Oh, lawn talk. Good shit. Roast house. No, we're not going to roast. That is the Twitch stream. We're going to do that on the Twitch stream. We don't do that here anymore. Save that for the Twitch stream. I do need to do lawn talk, and I do have to tell you about Hemp Vita and Rain, so we're going to get to all of that right now. Let's start off with the lawn talk, because truck driver Pookie had a question for lawn. Oh, I didn't do the intro. What am I thinking? I made this intro. We got to use it. So truck driver Pookie had a question about his grass. And he said, why are my edges of my grass still brown? The rest of the grass is green and thick. It's just the edges. And I put a picture of it, a close up. You can see it right there. By the way, grass looks great, man. You have nothing to worry about. What that is, that's called thatch. That is a natural occurring thing when it comes to St. Augustine. Do not worry about that. Now, the reason you see that is as St. Augustine, as it's naturally, it's going to die and redevelop and come back and so forth. So that's just thatch. All right. And your grass happens to be thick enough and above the curb enough that it's actually showing the thatch. So there's nothing, first of all, there's nothing wrong with your grass. And too much of that, isn't healthy, but you can clearly see from the pictures that his lawn is healthy. Nice and green. I do see some like what looks like some gray spots. You may start to be getting some fungus. I don't know. I mean, I can't really point it out, but it does look, it could be the picture. But some of that gray might actually be a fungus. May not be a big deal, but take a look at it. But the thatch isn't that big of a deal. However, too much thatch and it could what's the word I'm looking for? It could cause issues or exacerbate problems with like chinch bugs and disease and fungus. So one of the things you can do is you can put out something like an azomite, which will help to naturally break down thatch, or TDP or Demata or anybody else that has those brown edges. One of the other things you could do is get a rake and rake them. It'll pull out a lot of that thatch, and then you can throw some topsoil or you can throw some compost down in its place. But I'll warn you, if you take that thatch out and you don't put something back like a topsoil, a 50-50 mix, or a compost in its place, you might get some weeds that grow there. All right, so just be careful of that. But it's natural. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with your grass. It's not dead. It's fine. And you never dethatch St. Augustine, because a lot of people will be like, oh, well, if you got a thatch, dethatch it. You don't need to dethatch St. Augustine. It'll do it on its own and it'll naturally break down. If you have too much thatch, bag your clippings. If you have too much thatch, just bag your clippings if you're not using a mulched blade, and you'd be good. Oh, shit! Well, looky here. Look who is back from the dead. What's up, Junior? How are you? You guys, y'all remember Vincent? My brother-in-law, Junior, from Arkansas, Little Rock PD. We remember the story there. So Joel said that February freeze was a bitch to my grass. It was a bitch to everybody's grass. My grass looks terrible because of that freeze. I will be fighting this all for probably the next year and a half. My grass wasn't as healthy as I wanted it to be when it happened. So if your grass wasn't in good shape going into that, yeah, you're going to have, it's probably worse now. So don't worry about it, truck driver Pookie. It's normal. It's okay. You could rake it out if you want to get rid of it. If you don't like the way it looks, get rid of it, and you can put some compost down. Junior said, last year, army worms were really bad. How do we prep for that? So Bifin IT, I think, is good for army worms. Look up Bifin IT. I want to say that's good for army worms. Cutworms, sod web worms as well. Yes, Bifin IT can be applied for lawns to control army worms. So you can actually, you don't want to treat if you don't have something, right? So if you don't get cutworms, army worms, sod web worms, chinch bugs, you shouldn't be treating for it, because the less chemicals that you put on your grass, the better off it's going to be. You want it to be as natural and as organic as possible, even if you use a synthetic fertilizer. So I wouldn't try to pre-treat necessarily. Like if you have grubs, there's certain times a year you should treat for grubs. Grubs are a recurring problem, so you can actually treat in the spring, treat in the fall when they're in their larvae stage or whatever. But I wouldn't start trying to pre-treat for something that you had last year, because you may not have them again this year. And I think, and I don't know this, I would have to research it, but there are times when certain bugs have, like certain times of year, or I should say certain years where some bugs are worse than others. Why? I don't know. Like sometimes you'll see an outbreak of chinch bugs across the area or across an area. And then other times it's not really an issue. It's sporadic. So I wouldn't do anything until you see signs of it again, but just make sure. The big problem, Junior, and a lot of people that have with their lawns when they get something, is they misidentify it and then they don't follow the treatment schedule like they should. So a lot of people, most lawn people, when you start seeing something bad happening to your lawn, it looks like it's dying, they're just like, oh, you got chinch bugs. They just throw something out. Then you go to treat for chinch bugs, but you're treating for the wrong thing when you should be treating for grubs or, brown patch or take all patch or something like that. So first things first is you got to diagnose it properly, and then you got to follow up on the treatments, because a lot of times what you have to do is treat once, treat again in 2 weeks, and then follow up 30 to 60 days later and do the same thing again once and then 2 weeks later. So identify it, follow the instructions to the T, and don't treat unless you have the problem. That would be my advice. Excuse me. All right, anybody else? Any other long talks? My Sago is dead. Yeah. Pretty much everybody's Sagos are dead, and your bottle brushes. Bifin would be a perfect sponsor for BiffNet. They ain't sponsoring though. All right, let's go. We got 10 minutes left in the show, and then we go to hour number 3 for the Patreon only subscribers. So we're going to get to that. I do have some other things I want to talk about, but before we go any further, I do need to tell you guys about HempVita. HempVitaCBD.com is the website. Listen, I got my new, let me show you here. I got my new batch in. So this is the new gummies. The old, if you were buying the old gummies before, I finally ordered mine and got them in. These are the new vegan HempVita night gummies, and they have melatonin, they have CBN, they have 25 milligrams of CBD. Last night was the first night Nora and I took these. Oh my God. I mean, Nora is usually the queen of like having to take some pills or, you know, whether it's Benadryl or sleeping pills. And I've had to start doing that too because we just don't get good sleep. One of these, each of us took one. And I asked her this morning, I said, how'd you sleep? She goes, you know, I slept pretty good actually. So try them out. HempVitaCBD.com is the website. You can use that promo code DECKHEAD15. You're going to save 15% on your order. I also want to brag about their gel. Their gel is amazing. If you have aches and pains and sore muscles or achy joints or inflammation or anything else, check it out. Make sure you read the labels. Make sure you take them as described. And I'll be honest, they're old gummies. I would take 2 of them and it only said take 1. So be careful, talk to a doctor. But I'm telling you right now, if you don't know the benefits of CBD, look it up. It's amazing. I love it. I think you will too. Go to HempVitaCBD.com. That's HempVitaCBD.com. Also, while we're talking about the fine folks that brought you HempVita, they also bring you the Rain line of beauty products. Fellas, pay attention. I'm going to kick you some knowledge right now. Now, Jen has been using this stuff, and she said she really likes it. She says the fact that she's been using it, she's used the cleanser, the moisturizer, and the dark spot cream. She's used it for a couple of weeks now. She loves the way that the cleanser leaves her skin. This is Jen actually using it. She said it makes her feel fresh and renewed. These Rain beauty products are great. They also have hemp extract in them and CBD. They have a broad spectrum CBD. Again, read the labels, make sure it's okay for you to use. But they're also coming out with a men's line as well, which I'm excited about. Some moisturizer, some cleanser, and revitalizers. Nora just got her order in, so I can't wait to report back as well. But I think you're going to like this new line of products that they have. An all-natural skincare regimen that's going to leave your face feeling great and looking great as well. Go to rainbeauty.com, rainbeauty.com. Use that promo code DECKHEAD2021. Save 10% on every order. All right. Now, I wanted to say, so Penguin Katie had sent me this thing about Grabovia codes, cheat codes for life. And I don't want to do that with only 5-6 minutes left in the show. I want to save that probably for next week. What I do want to do though, going into this weekend, people out there are eating raw, rotten meat to get high. This is a thing. This is a new thing. This is a millennial thing, apparently, or a Gen Z or a fucking idiot thing. But this is a new internet fad that people are doing to try to get high. They don't cook the meat. They just let it sit there. And they eat it raw and they eat it nasty. And it says it makes them feel high. They don't get sick. I'm here to tell you right now, if you do this, you deserve whatever happens to you. You are a fucking idiot. It can't taste good, first of all. It just absolutely cannot taste okay. It can't be okay for you. I know that what is steak tartare is like basically raw meat. Like raw meat inherently isn't bad for you if you go to the butcher shop and you bought a steak and you undercooked it a little bit. It's not the smartest thing in the world. But to eat just raw ass, old ass, rotten meat with the hopes that I felt a little lightheaded. Bro, just go smoke some dope. Sit on the corner and do dope. Drink, go have an alcoholic beverage. Like there are tons of drugs. I'm not condoning the use. Like don't smoke crack. That's a little, I don't think that translates to rotten meat. smoke a joint. What are you doing? I don't know, maybe do some Molly. I'm not condoning the use of Molly, by the way. Just want to point that out. I'm just saying it's almost got to be safer than eating this. That cannot be okay. By the way, that looks like pancakes. I don't know what meat this is. I don't know if this is like slices of bologna that have turned. I don't know what that is. It's pretty bad. The article is weird because it says they had actually on Twitter. I'm going to pull this up. So this was, let me show this to you here. This was a tweet somebody put out. It says, a friend convinced me to eat raw, rotten meat called high meat because it makes you feel high yesterday. And it actually felt great. Very interesting since everyone would think it's crazy. Then they said, did you get sick? Not at all. This is how it looked. Let me get you. This is how it looked. That's what it looked like. That's what this chick ate. That's what she ate. There's no way. There's absolutely zero. I wouldn't even cook this to eat it. I'd be done. I'd be like, nope. Throw that out. We fucking waited till. We are this household, Nora and I, anything more than a day past its expiration gets thrown out. I don't give a fuck what it is. Chips, bread, milk, meat. Me. I don't know what the expiration date is on a fledgling YouTube fuckface, but whatever it is, the day after, Nora's going to be like, you got to go. That is just disgusting. People are the dumbest shit. PK said we are on audio only until this story is. It's gross. I feel like it should be dangerous too. Just doesn't seem. Junior said, "What pancakes are you eating?" I mean, come on, bro. That does have a. Are those burnt pancakes maybe with some mold on them? I don't know. Those don't look like pancakes at all to you. Kind of looks like pancakes to me. I mean, I'm not a good cook, so. All right, that is the end of the program for the day. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got a lot of stuff that we did not get to this week that I will try to get to early next week. Maybe we can do a little bit in hour number 3. I do have a specific plan for hour number 3. If you're on Patreon, I'll post the link to that hour number 3 on the Patreon as a link post, and it should also, I'll make sure I put it in Discord, but I think Jen sometimes grabs it as well. Takes me a couple of minutes to get it created, so I'll have to do that. And then we'll go live with hour number 3 of Barry on Deck, as we do every Friday now right here. But if you're not, totally understand. But I do want to thank you for being here. I do want to thank you for supporting the show and watching. Go tell a friend. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And until Monday, if you're not going to join us for the 3rd hour, you got to do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. Thank you all for making today great. Manny, buddy, thank you so much. Thanks to everybody for your super chats and your Venmos and your PayPals. I really appreciate it. I will see you all in the 3 o'clock or the 3rd hour, or I will see you on Monday. Daddy's making a YouTube video!